Captain Elena Reeves stood before the observation deck of humanity's newest achievement, her reflection ghostly against the transparent aluminum. Behind her, the construction yards of Mars Station hummed with activity, but her eyes were fixed on the vessel before her, the Titan. It stretched across 3 kilometers of space, its hull a masterwork of human engineering that had taken 12 years to complete. The ship's angular design resembled a spearhead forged from midnight itself, covered in reactive armor plating that shimmered with microscopic defense matrices. 16 fusion drives lined its aft section, each one capable of propelling a city-sized habitat across the solar system. She's beautiful, isn't she? Commander Marcus Chen appeared beside her holding 2 coffee bulbs. Elena accepted one with a grateful nod. Beautiful and terrifying. Do you think we're ready for this? Ready? Marcus chuckled. Captain, we've been preparing for first contact since we picked up those signals from Proxima Centauri 8 years ago. The Galactic Council has been watching us, waiting to see if we're worth their attention. Elena knew he was right. The mysterious broadcasts had changed everything. Humanity had learned they weren't alone, but the aliens had made their position clear. Prove your worth or remain isolated. The message had been simple but profound. Show us what defines you. The Titan was humanity's answer. Final systems check complete. Captain. Lieutenant Sarah Park's voice crackled through her comm unit. All 600 crew members are aboard. The quantum drive is calibrated. We're ready for departure. Elena took a deep breath. Somewhere beyond the stars, an audience of alien civilizations waited. The Galactic Council consisted of 17 species, each one having earned their place through demonstrations of technological prowess, cultural achievement, or military strength. Humanity had chosen to showcase all 3. The Titan wasn't just a warship. It was a statement. Its weapon systems included particle beam arrays capable of splitting asteroids, electromagnetic pulse cannons that could disable entire fleets, and the crown jewel, a gravitational lance that could bend space itself. But beneath its armored exterior lay laboratories, cultural archives, and diplomatic chambers. The ship was a fortress, a research vessel, and an embassy combined into one magnificent creation. All hands, this is Captain Reeves, Elena announced across the ship-wide channel. Today we make history. Today we show the galaxy what humanity stands for. We are explorers and warriors, dreamers and builders. We are Earth's children, and we carry her spirit into the stars. Prepare for departure. The crew erupted in cheers that echoed through the corridors. Elena could feel their excitement, their nervousness, their pride. 600 souls representing every continent, every culture, every hope that humanity possessed. The Titan detached from Mars Station with graceful precision. Its thrusters fired in perfect sequence, each burst of plasma calculated to the microsecond. As the ship cleared the construction yards, Elena gave the order she'd rehearsed 1,000 times. Engage quantum drive. Destination Proxima Centauri. Reality twisted. The quantum drive wasn't faster than light travel in the traditional sense. Instead, it folded space around the ship, allowing it to step between points in the universe like walking through doorways. The view outside transformed from the familiar red surface of Mars to a kaleidoscope of colors as they entered quantum space. Inside the ship, the crew felt only a slight vibration. The inertial dampeners were working perfectly. Transit time to Proxima Centauri, 14 hours, Marcus reported. All systems nominal. Elena allowed herself a moment of relief before turning to her tactical officer. Lieutenant Kim, what's our intel on the Council's gathering point? Lieutenant David Kim pulled up holographic displays showing their destination. The rendezvous is at the Nexus, a neutral station orbiting Proxima Centauri's 3rd planet. Long-range sensors show approximately 47 vessels in the area, representing all 17 Council species. There's also significant debris. Looks like they've been conducting demonstrations. Demonstrations? Elena frowned. Combat trials, cultural performances, technological showcases. From what we've gathered, each species presents their best achievements. The Council judges whether newcomers deserve membership or should remain isolated. The weight of that word hung in the air. Isolated. Earth had intercepted reports of species deemed unworthy. Their worlds quarantined, their development monitored but never aided. Humanity had one chance to prove themselves, and failure meant centuries of loneliness among the stars. "Captain, incoming transmission," Sarah announced suddenly. "It's from the Nexus. They're broadcasting on all channels. Put it through." The holographic display materialized before Elena, showing a creature unlike anything in Earth's evolutionary history. Its body was crystalline, constantly shifting colors with geometric patterns flowing across its surface. When it spoke, the translation matrix struggled to keep up. "Human vessel designated Titan, you are recognized. You have 14 standard hours to reach the Nexus. Upon arrival, you will present your species' worth before the Galactic Council. Be warned. We have witnessed the rise and fall of 1,000 civilizations. Impress us or join the forgotten. This is Speaker Jarkon of the Council Presidium." The transmission ended abruptly. Elena looked at her crew. She saw fear in some eyes, determination in others, but most importantly, she saw unity. They had come too far to turn back now. "Set condition yellow throughout the ship," she ordered. "Begin preparation protocols for first contact. And somebody tell engineering I want the Titan looking her absolute best when we arrive." As the ship hurtled through quantum space toward humanity's destiny, Elena Reeves allowed herself a small smile. The galaxy had no idea what humanity was capable of. They were about to find out. The Titan emerged from quantum space like a leviathan rising from dark waters. Elena gripped her command chair as reality reasserted itself, the kaleidoscope of colors fading to reveal the Nexus before them. The station was magnificent, a crystalline structure the size of Earth's moon, spinning slowly in orbit around a gas giant painted in swirls of purple and gold. Surrounding it, the assembled fleet of the Galactic Council waited. "Mother of God," Marcus whispered. 47 alien vessels hung in formation, each one representing a different civilization's approach to space travel. Some were organic, their hulls pulsing like living tissue. Others appeared grown from crystal or woven from light itself. A few resembled geometric impossibilities that hurt to look at directly, and they were all watching the Titan. "We're being scanned," Lieutenant Kim reported, his fingers dancing across tactical displays. "Multiple sensor sweeps, electromagnetic, gravitational, quantum signature analysis. They're taking our measure." "Let them look," Elena said calmly. "Tactical full sensor sweep of their vessels. I want to know what we're dealing with." Sarah's voice cut through the tension. "Captain, we're receiving docking instructions. They want us to hold position at coordinates 77 Mark III. We'll be visible to the entire assembly. A stage for humanity's performance," Elena murmured. She opened the ship-wide channel again. "All hands, this is the captain. We've arrived at the Nexus. Remember your training. Remember why we're here. Show them what humanity can do." The Titan maneuvered into position with balletic grace, its massive form gliding smoothly despite its size. Elena had insisted on months of precision flying drills, and now that training showed. Every alien eye or equivalent sensory organ was fixed on them. A new transmission arrived, this time visual and audio synchronized. The holographic display showed not one being, but 17, each representing a council species. Speaker Jarkon's crystalline form stood at the center. "Humans of Earth." The being's translated voice resonated through the bridge. "We have observed your species for 3 of your generations. We have watched you split the atom, reach your moon, and survive conflicts that would have destroyed lesser races. Today you claim readiness to join the galactic community. We shall see." A different being stepped forward, something that resembled a floating jellyfish made of silver metal, its tentacles sparking with electricity. "I am Counselor Vex of the Luminar Collective. Your quantum drive is adequate, but technology alone does not earn a seat among us. The Zephyrins built fusion reactors, yet they failed our trials. The Crithari mapped their entire galactic arm, yet they too were found wanting." Another counselor emerged from the group, this one a massive insectoid creature with armor plating that seemed to absorb light. "I am War Principal Thax of the Vrexian Dominion. Your vessel is formidable, but we have seen warships before. The Calthene arrived with a fleet of dreadnoughts. They were denied entry and their ships were dismantled. What makes you different, humans?" Elena stood, straightening her uniform. This was the moment. "Honored council members, humanity doesn't claim to be the strongest or the smartest species in the galaxy. We don't possess technology beyond your comprehension or weapons that could shatter worlds." She paused, letting her words sink in. "What we possess is adaptability. We are survivors. We evolved on a world that tried to kill us in 1,000 different ways. Predators, diseases, natural disasters, ice ages. We survived them all. We fought wars against ourselves and learned from our mistakes. We split the atom and chose not to destroy ourselves with it. Elena gestured to the view screen showing Earth transmitted from their databanks. Our world is fragile, beautiful, and violent. It made us curious and cautious, bold and humble. The Titan isn't just a warship. It's a library carrying the collected knowledge of our species. It's a hospital with medical technology we're eager to share. It's a forge where we'll build bridges between civilizations. Pretty words, Thax growled. But we require demonstration. Show us this adaptability you claim. Marcus leaned close to Elena. They're testing us. What do we do? Elena's mind raced. She thought of humanity's history. The countless times her species had been underestimated. The countless times they'd overcome impossible odds. An idea formed. Counselor Vex, you mentioned technology, Elena said. I propose an exchange. Transmit to us a technical problem your species struggled to solve. Give us 1 hour. We'll show you how humans think. The council members conferred in languages that made the translation matrix spark and glitch. Finally, Jarkon spoke. An interesting proposal, we accept. Transmitting now. Data flooded into the Titan's computer systems. Elena quickly routed it to her chief engineer, Dr. Amara Okafor, along with instructions. Assemble your best team. Show them what human ingenuity looks like. While the engineering team worked, Elena ordered another demonstration. Lieutenant Park, deploy our cultural archive drones. Let's show them who we are. Dozens of small drones launched from the Titan, each one projecting holographic displays around the fleet. The aliens witnessed humanity's story. Cave paintings and symphonies, ancient temples and space stations, wars and peace treaties. They saw humanity's art, music, literature, and science. They saw diversity. Thousands of languages, hundreds of cultures. Billions of individuals all working toward the same dream of reaching the stars. 53 minutes later, Dr. Okafor's voice crackled through. Captain, we've got it. The Luminar Collective's problem involved quantum entanglement decay and long-range communications. It's elegant, really. They approached it as a physics problem. And humans, we approached it as an engineering problem. Sometimes the solution isn't perfect physics. It's good enough engineering with creative problem-solving. Transmitting our solution now. The silence that followed felt eternal. Then Counselor Vex's tentacles began pulsing with rapid light patterns, their species equivalent of laughter. Remarkable. Crude, inelegant, but functional. You solved in under an hour what took my people 3 decades to abandon. This is unexpected. War Principal Thax's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. They think differently. This could be valuable. But Speaker Jarkon raised a crystalline appendage. One demonstration is insufficient. Humans, we require one final test. A trial that reveals your true nature. The Council's final test came without warning. Alarms shrieked across the Titan's bridge as every sensor simultaneously detected the anomaly. A massive tear in space-time opened near the Nexus, vomiting forth a vessel that made Elena's blood run cold. Contact, Lieutenant Kim shouted. Unknown vessel, configuration doesn't match any Council species. Captain, it's attacking the station. The alien ship was nightmarish. A twisted mass of dark metal covered in weapons that glowed with malevolent energy. It opened fire immediately, energy beams lancing toward the Nexus's shields. The crystalline station shuddered under the assault. Council vessels are not responding, Sarah reported, confusion clear in her voice. They're just watching. Elena's tactical mind snapped into focus. This is the test. They want to see what we'll do. She opened a channel to the Council, Speaker Jarkon, requesting permission to engage hostile vessel in defense of the Nexus. The crystalline being's response was maddeningly calm. You may act as your nature dictates, Captain Reeves. Choose wisely. No time for deliberation. The hostile ship was charging weapons for another volley, and the Nexus's shields were buckling. Elena saw her crew looking to her, waiting for orders. This single decision would determine humanity's future among the stars. Red alert. Battle stations, Elena commanded. But listen carefully. Weapons free, but I want disabling shots only. Target their weapon systems and engines. We neutralize the threat without destroying the vessel. Captain? Marcus questioned. We could end this with one gravitational lance shot. And kill everyone aboard? No, we're not here to prove we can destroy. We're here to prove we can protect. She turned to her communications officer. Sarah, open all channels. Broadcast in every language our translation matrix knows. Elena took a breath and spoke, her voice carrying to every ship in the fleet. Unknown vessel, this is Captain Elena Reeves of the human warship Titan. You are attacking a neutral station and endangering innocent lives. Power down your weapons immediately. We don't want to hurt you, but we will defend those who cannot defend themselves. The hostile ship's only response was another devastating barrage toward the Nexus. Weapons range in 10 seconds, Kim announced. Particle beams, surgical strikes. Target their forward cannon arrays, Elena ordered. Fire. The Titan's weapons spoke with precision. Brilliant beams of accelerated particles lanced across space, striking the hostile ship's weapon mounts with pinpoint accuracy. Explosions blossomed along its hull as cannon after cannon went dark. But the ship kept coming. They're attempting to ram the station, Sarah cried. Elena's mind raced through options. Ramming speed meant desperation or determination, possibly both. Engineering, divert all power to forward tractor beams. Kim, target their engine section, electromagnetic pulse cannon, full spread. That'll fry every system they have, Marcus warned. Better than letting them die in a collision. Fire. The Titan's EMP cannons unleashed a wave of electromagnetic energy that washed over the hostile vessel like a tide. Every light on the enemy ship flickered and died. Its momentum carried it forward, but now it was just drifting metal. Tractor beams, grab them, Elena commanded. The Titan's gravitational tethers reached out, catching the dead vessel in an invisible net. The warship's fusion drive strained as it arrested the hostile's momentum, kilometers from the Nexus. For a moment, the Titan held the larger vessel suspended in space like a cat carrying a mouse. All stop. Hold position, Elena ordered. She opened channels again. Unknown vessel, we have disabled your ship to prevent loss of life. Yours and others. We're reading life signs aboard. We're prepared to offer assistance. Please respond, static. Then finally a transmission, audio only. The voice filtered and artificial. Why? Did you not destroy us? Elena felt the weight of the galaxy watching. Because destroying you would have been easy. Saving you was harder. That's what humanity does. We choose the harder path when it means preserving life. The voice came again, but different now. Warmer, almost amused. Fascinating. Suddenly, every light on the hostile vessel blazed back to life. It powered up instantly, breaking free from the Titan's tractor beams with ease. But instead of attacking, it simply stopped. The ship's profile began to shimmer and change, its threatening appearance melting away to reveal something else entirely. A sleek vessel bearing council markings. What the? Marcus started. Speaker Jarkon's voice filled the channel, carrying what might have been approval. The simulation is complete. Captain Reeves, you have passed the trial. Elena's knees nearly buckled with relief and realization. It was a test. The whole attack was staged. Indeed, Jarkon confirmed. We needed to see your true nature when faced with an immediate threat. Many species respond with overwhelming force. The Vrexians would have vaporized the ship instantly. The Luminar would have calculated optimal destruction. The Kelthine, the species whose fleet we dismantled, chose to flee and save themselves. Another counselor spoke, one Elena hadn't heard before, a being that appeared as living flame. Humans chose a third path. You defended the weak, attempted communication with your enemy and used minimal necessary force. You risked your own vessel to save a ship that was attacking you. This is unusual. War Principal Thax's mandibles clicked in what might have been respect. You have weapons that could crack planets, yet you fired them with a surgeon's precision. You have the strength to destroy, but the wisdom to show mercy. These are the qualities the Council seeks. Speaker Jarkon's crystalline form pulsed with bright colors. Humans of Earth, the Galactic Council has reached consensus. You have demonstrated technological capability, cultural richness, and moral character. You have shown us what defines you. The capacity for both strength and compassion, the courage to stand against threats while seeking peaceful resolution. Elena felt tears threatening. She fought them back, standing tall. By unanimous decision, humanity is hereby granted provisional membership in the Galactic Council. Welcome to the galactic community, Captain Reeves. Welcome home. The fleet erupted in what Elena could only interpret as celebration. Lights flashing, energy displays, and sounds across a dozen species communication methods. Through the observation window, she saw her crew embracing, crying, laughing. Marcus gripped her shoulder. We did it, Captain. We actually did it. Elena looked at Earth's blue marble in the distance, barely visible from this far out. No, Commander. Humanity did it. Every generation that struggled and survived. Every person who chose hope over despair. Every dream that reached toward the stars. They did this. She opened the ship-wide channel one final time. All hands, this is Captain Reeves. Today we prove that humanity deserves its place among the stars. But this is just the beginning. We have a galaxy to explore, friends to make, and a future to build. The Titan brought us here, but together, all of us will light the way forward. As the Titan moved to dock with the Nexus for the formal ceremonies, Elena watched the Council fleet form an honor guard around them. Each vessel represented a civilization that had faced their own trials and triumphed. Now humanity would walk beside them. The galaxy had frozen in awe at humanity's Titan-Class Warship. But what truly impressed them wasn't the vessel's weapons or technology. It was the hearts of the 600 humans aboard. 600 souls who carried Earth's greatest strength into the cosmos. Not the power to destroy, but the courage to protect. Not the ability to conquer, but the wisdom to unite. That was humanity's true weapon. And the galaxy would never be the same.